I'll begin with a question to you. Why did Bahubali want to climb the mountain? Why did he want to climb the waterfall? What? From his childhood he wanted to climb the waterfall. Why? Why others didn't have it? Why only he had it? There are many people there. Why only he was trying again and again? From childhood he came from the top. So he wanted to go back to the top. Correct. That's correct. He had some connection, so there was some inherently there was some calling he wanted to climb. But finally, how is it that he was able to climb? Finally, when he climbed, when he succeeded in climbing, why did that happen? Because the heroine came. Yes? Because he imagined her, he got excited and he jumped. And so he could jump. Till then, that excitement, that incentive was not there. That longing was there, but the incentive, some what will I get if I jump? That he didn't know. Now, he looked at that girl or imagined the girl and he jumped. Is that the original reason that he was trying to cross? No. She was just a pretext, actually speaking. You may not like that, but it is so. If you are very romantic, you may not like this. That you will say, no, he jumped for her only. But no, she was only a pretext. The actual reason was something else. Actual reason was something more profound. He doesn't know it consciously that he is the king, but it is pushing him from within, therefore he went out. And he may not know that, and therefore he may think that he climbed for the sake of that girl. Even he may say it, even not others. He may himself say like that. Because he doesn't know what is happening within himself. Similarly, when someone asks you, why did you do that? Why did you do this? You will give some reason. But that will not be the fundamental reason. It will be reasons coming from a very superficial level because you yourself don't know the fundamental cause. It is there, but you don't know it. It is pushing you always, but you don't know about it. And since you don't know about it, you will make up some other reason. I am doing this because of that. I am doing this for my health. I am doing this for my career. You will come up with so many reasons of your own. They will not be the actual reasons. As a metaphor of that movie of Bahubali, you can tell the same thing. You inherently know that whatever state you are currently in is not your natural state. It doesn't feel like a natural state. It feels somewhat miserable. You feel that you are in a, as he said, you feel that you have come to the bottom now. You feel like you have to go to the top, and you don't know what that top is. You don't know how to define that top, and therefore you start defining it in various ways. You think that if I pile up money, that is going to top. If I have good family, that is going to top. If I have good career, that is going to top. You may define that top in various ways, but none of them really satisfy you. So if at all you put it into words, The answer to the question, if that question which I asked you, why are you here? You are here because you are carrying a fundamental dissatisfaction. That's why you are here. The fundamental cause of all your actions is the same. You are dissatisfied. You are not at ease with your life. No matter how much romantic and how much colorful it is, even if you think that everything is wonderful, life is beautiful, even if you speak all these poetic things, somewhere deep down you are not at ease and you are searching for something which will get rid of it permanently. You are searching for a permanent solution for the friction that you are carrying. You may be unaware of the friction, but the friction always exists. Sometimes it comes out. Most of the times it is remaining at the bottom. Because for most of the people, the friction is not even conscious. It is there, but you are not conscious of it. Therefore, visible problems, visible suffering becomes necessary. Only when you go into suffering, you start asking fundamental questions. Otherwise, you don't even ask. Otherwise, you simply remain very superficial and you think that this is it. The mud will be there, settled at the bottom, but you will not be trying to. You won't try to address it. You will keep it precipitated at the bottom, and only when a stone is thrown, something stimulates you. A problem comes and stimulates you, shakes you up. All the mud comes up, and you see how much of friction is there in you. Only then you will ask fundamental questions. Otherwise, you won't. That's why Socrates said, everyone has to get married. Because if you find a good partner, you will have a good life. If you don't, you will become a philosopher. You will go deeper into life. You will start asking fundamental questions. Why is this happening to me? Only then you will ask something deeper, and only then you will search. Only then you will become a seeker. Not everybody, many will. It applies not only to personal cases, it applies to society as a whole. See, if you take the example of India itself, India was in great turmoil when Britishes were ruling us. Just as an example, between 1900 to 1947, so many great leaders came, visionaries came in India. They sprouted like mushrooms. Really great visionaries, real leaders, they mushroomed everywhere in the country because there was so much problem. Britishers were ruling us very badly, they were torturing us for whatever reason. So everywhere great leaders sprouted. 1947, independence. Since 1947 to now, how many great leaders have you seen? Does it mean there are no leaders? They are there, they are stagnant, they are sleeping. Because why? There is no problem. Nobody else is suppressing you. Therefore, why you can sleep now? So, the hidden friction comes out and it becomes potentiality. You will display it only when someone else comes and suppresses you. Otherwise, you will sleep. Otherwise, you will think ignorance is bliss. Everything is going fine.